YG Productions.
All these hundreds and this bitch is gone. Tommy gun, 100 bond, it's gone. Hope you brought your umbrella, it's gone. And we gone, cause it's gone. All these hundreds and this bitch is gone. Tommy gun, 100 bond, it's gone. Hope you brought your umbrella, it's gone. And we gon' cause it's gon' all these hundreds and this bitch is gon' Tommy gun, 100 bond, it's gon' hope you brought your umbrella, it's gon' and we gon' cause it's gon' rain, 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 rain. Every time you see the boy, got a brand new strain. And the shit so fuego. Flame, 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 flame. Put your ass in a ditch. Saddam El Hussein. You dig? Two things that a nigga know. Pot the beans, let the shit grow. Green light, that mean go. That mean go. Two things that a nigga know. Pot the beans, let the shit grow. Green light, that mean go. That mean go. That mango. That mango. Beat the game. Check the lingo. Nigga, how far would a green take you? As far as you go. Dip mango, dip mango. Beat the game, check the lingo. Nigga, how far would a green take you? As far as you go. It ain't no game, it ain't no game. All of these niggas, they looking for game. Lining they pockets, they flooding they pockets. They lining they pockets with all of this change. Shit ain't no game, shit ain't no game. All of these niggas, they do it for game. What one thing won't change, it will remain the same. None of these niggas will ever reign. All these hundreds in this bitch is gone. Tommy gun, 100 bond, it's gone. Hope you brought your umbrella, it's gone.
Yo, we are here and back, and hopefully I ain't pressing you.
What motherfuckers be,
Who are you? Let the people know who the fuck you are. I myself am chosen. Just a guy. Just a motherfucking guy.
yeah, man. It's the Dastardly Dab Daddy. You already know. Right, Chironi. Two Stone Pony.
How was your week, guy?
Oh man, you already know, man. Shit, we just out here grinding, man. It's another good week. Man, smoking on some alien technology.
Bop, bop. I wonder what made them say, you know what? We gonna call this shit alien technology. Cause you know how we come up with, well, you do know how we come up with names with C's. Y'all out there don't. I'd imagine we come up with names like everybody else come up with names. Fucking Heinz, just some shit is funny, some shit is how it is. I mean, you don't know what alien technology tastes like. You know what I'm saying? So that motherfucker, I wonder what made them go with alien technology.
I don't know, man. I don't know, but I can say, man, it's pretty good. It's consistent. It's probably one of the only vape pens that I smoke. I mean, they be having all kind of other shit. You know what I'm saying? Granddaddy Perp, Hawaiian this, blue cheese that. I don't be wanting none of that shit.
What? You don't want a good cheese?
If that shit hit harder, I'd be cool with it. But that's the reason why I like this one. This one definitely hit pretty good. I had pretty good on it. I've had other ones where shit, man, you can hit that motherfucker as many times as you want. That motherfucker got like a limiter on it. You only gonna get but so blow.
From the
You know what
same
I'm
company.
saying? Same company.
Okay, it really must be
To
that
me,
technology from the aliens.
yeah, I was about to say, to me, the alien technology, the only one. Hey
Huh?
man, that motherfucker will put you down. You fuck around, it'll put you down.
What up, Sci-Fi and Django? Trying to plaster together this joint. I went recently and bought the wrong papers. And I bought the wrong papers because I was playing a video game. Well, the corner store is literally at my corner. So I was telling a homeboy, I'm like, look, bro, don't start the match yet. I'm just gonna run up here and buy these papers. You know what I'm saying? What up, D Mike? I'm gonna run up here and buy these papers. And usually I get raw organic.
Dude,
What are these extra large? I don't even know. They don't even have a name. I guess the long ones, the king size. King size slim. Usually what I get. What the fuck I ended up getting was the Artesiano, Artisano, inch and a quarter.
Tizianos.
Yeah, inch and a quarter. I just seen the tips and the papers, and I was like, I looked, and I'm like, oh yeah, give me them. Now, when I seen an inch and a quarter, I was thinking the papers that I used to use in the beginning, which was 1.5s, the big wide ass papers, which I don't got a problem.
This is man.
They wide though. They like a lot wider than the inch and a quarters. Right?
Yeah, but the 1 1/4, them motherfuckers kind of slim. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. So I grabbed
Truck
them.
fits.
And the pack. This pack is wide. So like looking at the pack, I'm like, all right, it's them wide ass papers. It's cool. And they got tips. Ran back to the crib. It was gone like 7 minutes, like I told old boy. What up, man? It was gone like 7 minutes. Pulled out my shit to get ready to roll, and took these inch and a quarter papers and was like, oh my god, 45. Well, I just gotta roll 3 of these now. Because I don't know about you. Short, stubby joints smoke different than long, skinny joints. Like I can babysit a long, skinny joint enough, but it ain't no babysitting no inch and a quarter joint. That motherfucker finna burn, even if it's super fat.
Yeah, but the inch and a quarter just regards to the width. So what you saying is you got the inch and a quarter, but you got short papers.
Normally, the inch and a quarters are just short papers that say inch and a quarter. The longer papers usually say king size. We're raw anyway. So all the inch and a quarter papers are gonna be short. At least we're raw. Because the inch and a quarter version of long papers is called slim. That would be their inch and a quarter version because their naming get different when you go up higher up the steps.
Yeah. So you got short papers. That's what I'm saying. You got a long pack, but short papers.
No, I got a short paper. That's why I'm trying to explain to you about raw. When raw say inch and a quarters, those are the short papers. They're also skinnier because they are inch and a quarter, but that name is for the short papers because when you get long papers that are inch and a quarter with raw, they are called slim. They don't use inch and a quarter no more. They are just slim.
Nice and new. Got you, man.
Hey, how is it unlawful? I was gonna say I've been hearing a lot about it. Probably from you, because we be in all the same places. I know I grew his oh my god.
Mints on mints, man.
Mints on mints. I got it growing now. It didn't grow like shit the first time. Second time did a lot better from clone. I didn't like how I grew from seed. Of course, some of that shit could have been me because I didn't like how a lot of that shit grew from seed. So I'm growing it up. I grew it over again. And hey, all of that shit did a lot better. I know that bitch on mints was hella greasy. I'm smoking some what stuff is this? This is Gastropod. I forgot what the fuck.
Gastropop. Nice, man.
I just
How you
announced
liking it?
33 minutes sunset runs. Okay, cool. Um, it's pretty good. What it reminds me of, like you know how gelato is like the staple of the streets. You know how that is, like the cool regular. Like that's like okay, that's like the standard. And when I say regular, I don't mean like how it was with regular and loud. I just mean regular in terms of that's regularly what you're going to get on the streets, right? This reminds me of the growers version of gelato, right? And when I say that, I mean there's some shit that's always cool to have around. It ain't gonna shake the earth. It got a cool taste. It got a cool high. It's almost like an upgraded version of that, like a more refined version of that. I don't even know the cross, but that's just the mindset it put me into. It probably is a gelato cross, but just what is cross to probably, right? And I'm one of the people that actually like gelato. I just hate the fact that they ran it into the ground. Even poorly grown gelato, I actually like that flavor. It's just poorly grown because it don't keep me high. Certain times, if I get it from just people that don't let that shit, I guess, go. But I typically like the flavor of gelato a lot. Problem is, it's just like when you like Pizza Hut, man, and they put one on the corner, and they put one on another corner, yeah, and they put another one on the corner down the street. It's like, man, I love Pizza Hut, but I'm tired of seeing these motherfuckers. And that's kind of how it is with gelato. I like it. I always have liked it. That whole terpene profile is what I like. Um, so it's cool. I forgot what the percentage is. I could look. I threw the bag across the room. I could fucking look. I think it's like 21 or some shit like that. It ain't extremely high. Hey, do you think we still smoking weed with the THC and the teens? Since niggas be tripping off these numbers like that, do you think it's still 17% smokers out here?
I mean, hey man, I think that shit's possible. Even with the weed, the test high at like 39%. Because remember, you can only test in certain buds and certain part of the plant. So who's to say you ain't getting the bottom left sector of the plant? You know what I'm saying? And that shit ain't 9%. Who would really know, right?
Yeah. You think it's that much variance in one plant?
Man, I think it could be. I think it really just depends on how that motherfucker's grown. I mean, I've seen some lowers that I would definitely consider to be a variance from the uppers. Like, oh no, this isn't even the same plant. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't even the same. You know what I'm saying?
But
And
farmer,
shit. Even though I know you like to trim off a lot, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you've seen it too. When you get them
yeah.
lower buds, them motherfuckers didn't, them niggas didn't do anything. Them niggas stayed pistols.
But as a nigga that had bought lowers from the dispensary, I will say that they lowers and the lowers that I have are different lowers because I'm pretty sure they lowers are like kind of close to my B's, right? Because my lowers can't even be fucking formed into anything. Them motherfuckers, them lowers, well, they can't even be formed into nothing. They can't even look like the shit I get. That shit have to be lint balls or some shit, right? Because it don't really be no lower, right? And I don't feel like the growers of the dispensary product is letting their shit go like 12 weeks to where your actual lowers, as far as a home grower, would actually consider to be like, not 12, that's a little extensive, but like 10, 10 and a half. From my recent findings, the way I be growing now, when I let the shit go 10 weeks, maybe 10 and a little bit over, well, now, yeah, my lowers turning into something now, but damn, that's after like 10 weeks, right? And that's just really formed for me to smoke, barely smokable, right? So they lowers a little different than at least my lowers. My lowers be fucking low for real. That's what I'm on.
Yeah, man. So
Not
that's why I be saying what I be saying, man. I mean, smalls to me is different than lowers. I mean, I'm man. Yeah, man. Like I was just saying, man, I know for a fact I've had some lowers. But boy, that THC content was nowhere near the THC content of the top bud. So I think there can be a lot of variance.
Yeah, Johnny,
I think it's very
my
possible.
lowers be looking too. I do think it's a variance, like a 10-15% variance. If I had to put a number on it, I'd be like the most I'd be willing to give it, and I'd love to see what it actually would be, right? But I think it's only gonna be like a 6%.
Hey, motherfucking lowers be looking like whispers.
That's literally how my lowers be looking. Damn, sorry to hear about the floods, man. God damn.
Oh shit.
You must be by a lot of water, unfortunately. Man, I was looking at some shit the other day, and then I'll get into a news topic or two, because we got some like actual news. That's funny. My tops be THC and the lowest be CBD. Storms like crazy, damn. Being an older nigga, I tell you,
Down in them swamps, man.
the internet, like being an older nigga back when we used to have an actual long distance plan and talk to people that wasn't here. So being like to fast forward to now, my thinking still be when I look out the window, which I'm looking at now, talking to y'all, it's hard to still realize that yo, the weather's actually severely different depending upon who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to somebody in UK, I think it's winter there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these kids that's growing up now is gonna be used to international shit like that. The smallest shit, you know what I'm saying? To them was the bigger shit to us. Hell yeah, be safe. I hope it ain't like that video I seen where them niggas was there one minute and then like the next minute that shit was just, what the fuck is that?
Man, I know this shit gonna sound crazy, man. But Florida boys is one group of people, man, I would never worry about if it flood, man. That's a completely different breed. You said like, nah, obviously we want everybody to be safe, but I'm just telling y'all, man, Florida nigga gonna be down there swimming in that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Spear fishing gators and shit. You know what I mean?
We're gonna hit this shit.
Man.
Yeah,
be careful out there, man.
We're gonna hit this shit here. What's a little bit of breaking news? A little bit of breaking news.
See what you got, man.
Driver.
Hey, look, man, there was a pause after what I said. It was a pause after what I said, but I wholeheartedly knew exactly what I said was true, man. Motherfucker could probably even think that shit was, you know what I'm saying, insensitive. Like, if someone who didn't know people from Florida, oh, man. But if you know, you know. You know, copperheads, man.
Driver in fatal crash off edge of $1 million highway and excessive marijuana in system. In the car system? No. Lewis Michael. I feel like his name should be Michael Lewis. But anyway, Lewis Michael had roughly 40 times the legal limit of Delta-9 THC in his blood, autopsy shows. Now, let me ask you a question before I continue with this article. If you died right fucking now, how many times the legal limit of Delta-9 THC would you have in your blood? Just on a fucking normal day, my guy. What do you think? This shit was 20 times, bro. What do you think?
I mean, to me, I really don't know exactly how that shit worked, but I would just say that, hey, I'm sure Buddy smoked every day. That's what it sounded like to me. It just sounded like, hey man, either he smoke every day, or hey, maybe the nigga has just recently smoked. I don't know. I don't know what the data actually means. But it's either one of the two. Hey man, you either recently just smoked, or hey man, you smoke pretty much every day, so your levels is up there.
The
But
driver
if you
who
ask me
died,
about me,
yeah,
I would
you,
imagine they. Sure, I'm sure they probably 40 times the legal limit too.
bro, I guarantee you, my shit is probably like at least 100 times the legal limit. Because this is my thinking. Because legal limits usually low as shit. Like if I just me thinking relatively, if I look at the legal limit that the law want us to have just possessing weed per month, if you do it by their dispensary ways, man, I'm like fucking 15 times past that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm shopping at a dispensary, you know what I'm saying? I'm like 15 times. Like, bro, it is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? What they want you to be limited to. So I'm thinking, based off of that, that the legal limit got to be low. So I'm thinking if he 40 times over, I'm probably at least 50 times over. The driver who died after rolling his car off $1 million highway down the mountain last month had nearly 40 times the legal limit of marijuana in his system, according to a toxicology report released Wednesday. Louis Michael, 42, died from blunt force injuries to neck, according to autopsy report. His passenger, 79-year-old Leoba Valdez, also died from blunt force injuries, including a brain bleed and fractures to the skull, ribs, arms, and legs. They probably was going fast in the motherfucker. When he died, Michael had roughly 192 nanograms per milliliter of Delta 9 THC in his blood. I think that's the metric you was talking about, but we don't really know how much an actual nanogram transfers down to in relation to what we smoke. I think, like you said, once we find out they formula for that, we could get an accurate estimation of what each of ours would be. Anyway, the legal limit in Colorado for driving is less than 5 nanograms per milliliter. That puts the amount of marijuana in Michael's systems at 38.4 times the legal limit. He was reversing a Honda Civic in the westbound lane of US 550 on Red Mountain Pass when the right rear tire went over the edge of the road. Oh my God. He grew up on the mountains, y'all. The crash happened about 8 a.m. on August 5th near mile marker 88. There were no guardrails along the edge of the highway. Both Michael and Valdez were wearing seatbelts at the time of the crash. Valdez had no drugs in her system. See, State Patrol officials said an unidentified girl was trapped inside the car with both adults for more than 2 hours before emergency crews were able to rappel down and rescue her. She was taken to the hospital with unknown injuries. Drivers can be arrested and cited for impaired driving as law enforcement observers driver impairment to any degree, even with a blood level of Delta 9 THC below 5 nanograms per milliliter, according to the State Transportation Department. However, 5 nanograms per milliliter is the legal limit that gives rise to permissible inference that the person is under the influence of cannabis. Yeah, my thing with that is two things. Well, more important thing, I thank God that the little girl was all right. Or a child, I don't know why I made her a little girl in my mind if she wasn't. But the second thing is, I hope they don't try to use this because if I just read into that, the age he was and the age she was, it sounded like somebody coming to pick somebody up from work. And it do sound like he might have been high, but it sounded like just a regular daily smoker that was coming to pick somebody up from work. And it wasn't speeding.
And how much did he have in his system again?
40 times.
But how much nanograms? Did it say how many?
It did, but I didn't. I exited off the article too quick. I can't remember.
Okay. I was just curious, man, because I don't really know how all that shit worked. Like you said, man, glad at least somebody lived. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man,
I thought
definitely.
Delta 8 was that spray pack. I thought Delta 9 was just really weed. What we was calling THC. Well, I thought, I don't know. I just
Man.
can't even. I don't even know no more.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, at this point, I think they've
How
muddied
to
the
do-
water so deeply
Yeah, I agree.
that no one knows. You got to be a master of mismosh
Technology.
to be able to decipher.
All right, let's go with this one next while we're doing news. Southern California marijuana deal ends in deadly shooting. This happened like 15 years ago. That's what they say. A Lancaster man was found guilty Friday. Well, it didn't happen, but the story came out then. A Lancaster man was found guilty
Yeah.
of fatally shooting a man during a 2021 deal in Inglewood, making the conclusion of an 8-day federal trial, authorities said. Dog, if this article just came out, this shit was 4 years old, so like it took them a long time to try to, I would say. And the shit was
Man,
actually,
shit, man. Them niggas, that's how that shit go, man. Look how long YNW Melly been locked up. Man, I feel like that dude been locked up damn near 8 years already.
fuck yeah, we done forgot about him. Leandrew Ragland, 22, was convicted of conspiracy to interfere with commerce by robbery. That's a long ass thing. Hobbs Act robbery and multiple firearm charges related to the crime, including use of a firearm in a criminal of violence resulting in death, according to the U.S. Department of Justice. Evidence presented at the trial showed that Ragland, along with co-defendants Mateo Paul, 23 of Long Beach, so we got Englewood, they of Long Beach and Inglewood. No, he from Long Beach, they was from Inglewood. And Lysis, Eleanor Smith, 22 of Inglewood, planning a rob a marijuana dealer at gunpoint. The group reportedly lured the victim via social media application to a meeting spot where they intended to ambush him and steal his marijuana. On March 15, 2021, Smith approached the victim's vehicle to distract him while Ragland and Paul positioned themselves behind the car. Ragland then fired multiple shots at the passenger side before moving to the driver's side and shooting the victim fatally, according to prosecutors. Well, goddamn, that's a long way from robbery when your first move is shoot through the door. Ragland, who has been in federal custody since the 23rd, since October 2023, is scheduled to be sentenced on March 13th, 2026. So he just set that 3 years. He faces a mandatory minimum of 10 years in prison and a maximum sentence of life. Paul previously pled guilty in February to Hobbs Act robbery and firearm charges and was sentenced on September 26th. Smith has also pleaded guilty to felony robbery charges. Both co-defendants could face life in federal prison. I don't think that they will.
Man, you know what this shit makes me think of, man? Just imagine being someone, you know, who got locked up trying to hit a lick on someone in the 90s or even like the early 2000s. You know, the weed prices was, you know, $500-$600 an ounce for loud, for good kind, but just imagine that shit, bro. And then now all that same weed right now, you can get it for like $60 an ounce. It's like you was robbing a nigga for some shit that wasn't even really worth much.
Hey, yo, and that's before we get into this, I'll read the headline. American basketball player arrested in Indonesia for cannabis faces severe legal consequences. Because this ain't a long article either. But they have people saying they drove the price of weed down so much that they have devalued it. That it don't even matter anymore. Like to be a pack boy don't even matter anymore. Like now niggas want to be growers and try to keep all of their money. Like I guess in LA they got what they call them. Yep, see that's what I'm talking about. Weed everywhere in California. That's what I would think too, and but let's just see. This happened in I guess what 2021. You know, a good 4 years ago. Prices they wasn't great, but they definitely wasn't shit like how they was now. They was young, but it just was to me that was interesting because they shared robbery, and that motherfucking story started off with a nigga saying, "Look this way," basically, because I'm gonna distract you, and just I didn't hear there was a tussle involved. I didn't hear none of that. I heard nigga that kicked the shit off by firing through the door, getting rid of the passenger first, then getting rid of the fucking driver. So it's like that is like that's murder. That ain't even that motherfucker ain't even no attempted robbery. That is murder. Oh, by the way, I take this weed too. That sound like you finna kill y'all. That don't even sound like attempted robbery. There was no struggle.
Crazy, man, crazy.
Jared Dwayne Shaw, a 34-year-old American basketball player from Dallas, Texas, was arrested on May 7th by Indonesian authorities during a police raid near Jakarta.
Hold on. Where did he play? He just played in America. That's it. That's all we get.
Yeah,
Man, this shit ain't new. This shit ain't news. This ain't news.
it looked like he played it. I'm looking by the picture. It looked like he played at State U.
Hey, look, man, this nigga played.
State
man. Oh man, I'm trying to tell you that nigga's just an American basketball player. This nigga is 5-time World Rec League champion. You know what I'm saying? American USA YMCA basketball rec league champion. This nigga got no man. All right, man. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Officials reportedly found 132 cannabis-infused candies at his residence. So they probably was little bitty ass like mint-sized candies too. That's what I'm thinking. According to local enforcement, the quantity involved placed in a legal category where life imprisonment or capital punishment could be pursued. Now look here, I know you a careful ass dude. If you was ever out the country, you would just leave weed alone, wouldn't you? You wouldn't even fuck with nothing, would you?
Man, yeah, definitely. Maybe like if I got to a place and someone knew something about something, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing, but you know what I'm saying? Sitting here trying to bring something, nah.
I just want to know, does somebody know something about something? But yeah, I wouldn't either. The cannabis edibles are believed to have originated from Thailand, where the legal landscape around cannabis is far more permissive. However, we don't play that shit in Indonesia. Indonesia's approach to drug enforcement remains among the strictest in the world. The importation of any controlled substance, even in small quantities, can result in significant criminal charges, especially for motherfuckers that ain't from there.
Hey, look, man, if they went and got Brittany Griner, we got to go get Leroy Jackson.
Who played for who?
American basketball player. And that nigga's just nondescript. That nigga's like player one.
I know, that nigga's player 99 like a motherfucker.
They call that nigga Leroy Jackson, American ball player.
Hey, look, he's so expendable. Just go get an American ball player. Which one? Anyone, nigga. It's just an American ball player, nigga. We got like 6 of them. Give him one.
Bocce ball. Nigga plays the most obscure ball games of all time. A nigga's a foosball legend.
Indonesia's judicial system imposes some of the world's harshest penalties for drug-related offenses. Out of more than 500 inmates currently on death row, god damn, nearly 100. We going to death. Nearly 100 are foreign nationals. So nigga, hey, we don't like your foreign ass. This latest incident underscores the risk faced by travelers and expatriates who may not fully understand or comply with local laws on narcotics. Authorities have indicated that the investigation remains active with efforts focused on tracing the broader supply network responsible for the shipment. Law enforcement officials are continuing their work to determine whether Shaw's case is part of a larger international trafficking operation. With only 132 candies, how large can that be?
Man, do you know how much? Man, if they feel like that's a lot, just think about how strict they are. In the words of Django, they will off him for real, for real. They don't play. 132 gummies, what? Oh no, 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 no. This is major crime. This is Hey, look, man. We have got to do a full scale investigation on this. Okay? Because this could be part of a major drug organization. 132 gummies? I mean, don't they know we'll kill them for 2? 132 gummies, man. We'll grind your ass up and feed you to the hogs.
That's a hell of a picture for a meme right there. This Julius Randle. That's the next story. Then we're gonna dip into the our usual cannabis news. But look at that nigga. Look how he look right there. What?
Hey, man, that's how that nigga always look. Hey, is this the? Hold on, man. Is that the article of Julius Randle? Because he's been in the news lately about cannabis. Are you familiar?
It's the article, and it's just a small blurb, but we're going to listen to him talk for a minute and 20 seconds and explain his position. But I have not familiarized me with some of the news that has been surrounding Julius, because I had no idea, honestly. This just caught my attention because, well, it was interesting. And nigga did always look high and shit. But go ahead. Hopefully y'all can hear this.
Be angry or upset or, have, temperament or whatever it is where I would just react and, kind of like black out, like those things don't happen, nearly as much. So I think I'm a lot more zen than I used to be.
Should I stop smoking marijuana or not? We did that one.
That was a big one.
And I'm like, yes. But you said yes. Yeah. I think even one time you said this stuff steals my soul.
It's definitely tough in today's world.
Wait, does anybody feel like marijuana steals their soul?
But I think it's so important to have a clear mind and being able to be strong mentally and independent mentally without anything influencing you as far as, substance or voice or whatever, like, being able to sort your own thoughts out. And, we talked about the like smoking, and I think one of the things with that, it made me distant and not present. I kind of just like would be in my own world, and I'm like, no, I'm fine. Like, this is like what it is. My wife would be like, no, you're just not present. Like, we're having a conversation, you're not really present. You're not, you're with the kids, you're not really present.
What?
Is that it?
Yeah, it was only a minute and 12.
Hey, look,
Some
man.
of the reasons why he stopped smoking. He felt like.
Don't lie, man. I agree with a lot of what he said, man. Because I know for a fact, man, I be in my own world. Like
That's what I was gonna ask.
And hey, look, man, I be trying to get obliterated because I'm gonna tell you something. And I know this is a crazy thing to think about, but man, you ever just get so blowed where, hey man, you could have just been watching something and you just fell asleep, nigga, and you didn't wake up. And then when you finally do wake up, you see, damn, it's 7 o'clock. And you think it's 7 in the morning, but it's really 7 at night. Oh man, that's the best, isn't it? Hey man, whose world matters other than that?
That has happened to me without being high, waking up and thinking it was one time, and it wasn't. That has happened to me without being high, right?
Yeah.
that part don't matter to me. I think so you think it's any truth in any of that shit he was saying? Like you be sitting there talking to somebody. See, to me, first of all, I'm happy for him if that's what he felt like he needed to do. But to me, a lot of them statements, bro, could be said if you're not smoking weed. Like how many times have we all been talking to people and they are not fucking interested to us? So we ain't there, nigga. We are thinking about something. We just there to reply. We thinking about
I would normally agree with you. I would normally agree with you, but the problem with this is that he's identifying that these are subjective symptoms. So I'm not saying that, oh man, everybody would feel this way, because it could affect you differently than how it affect me, and me differently than how it affect Enu, and Enu differently than how it affect Django, and Django differently than how it affects Halcyon. No, I'm just it's just affect everybody differently. So
well, that's the point that I'm saying. That's why I said the problem that I got is he's saying shit that people do that ain't even fucking high. He's saying shit that people do that are high. But like, bro, it's plenty of times when people ain't high and they just don't want to hear what the fuck you saying. Maybe that nigga didn't like his wife. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's like, bitch, I don't want to be here. I know he looked like he ain't like the Knicks, nigga.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say, man, I agree with a lot of what he said, man, and I just think that once again it could be different for different people, but man,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree. I don't think that's something that's just. Do you think that's something that's exclusive to just high people, or do you think that people that are not high do that too?
No, but I think that definitely is something that I can identify with. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, man, I like to smoke. I'm already introverted. Now I could go out and be, you know what I'm saying, extroverted, right? But at the same time, man, I'm really an introvert. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing better than me than to smoke a nice big ass joint, really do a couple dabs to go with it. You know what I'm saying? And man, just be in my own little motherfucking world. You know what I'm saying? Like that's perfect for somebody like me. So I can understand how, if you smoking all the time and you can't do that, how you would be irritated. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be irritable. Like, damn man, shit, I really don't feel like going over to do X, Y, and Z. But fuck it, come on, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
That's the problem that I got with how this shit being depicted. Just like you said, you already an introverted person, right? Anyway, so I've never known a person that like going out, right? That like doing shit, and now all of a sudden, after they smoke weed, I'm not doing shit no more. Them people, yeah, weed gonna slow you down, but you're still gonna go do the shit that you like to do, and you're probably gonna do that shit high. Hey, if you a nigga that likes sitting at home, guess what? You're gonna sit at home high. I've never seen somebody that say, you know what? I like watching baseball games at the baseball park, but I started getting high, and now I don't want to do nothing. I sit at home by myself and get high, and that's how they be trying to me. That's how they be trying to shape that shit. That's why I said all of that shit he said is true. But again, weed is not gonna make me just sit at home if I wasn't already gonna fucking sit at home. Not as a whole person. Now, obviously, it'll slow me the fuck down. Sometimes I won't go to A, B, and C because I am high. But if I was, I would already not want to do that shit anyway.
Man, sometimes you might get that flash knockout though. So it's like, shit, I couldn't even make it to do what I wanted to do. Because, man, I got here with a fucking, oh, you get, you know what I'm saying? Tiger uppercut.
Yeah, he's trying to make it sound like that's what commonly happened, though, bro. It'd be different if he was like, yeah, every once in a while I smoke too much and I couldn't do.
Nah, and then once again, man, I feel like this is subjective. I feel like this is. I feel like it's very subjective. Not only do I feel like it's subjective, I almost feel like, man, he even said, hey, man, this is just how the shit is happening to me. So I don't feel like he's really trying to make it anything. I just feel like, man, you're very protective over that. You know what I'm saying? And you don't like the stereotypes that get put on people who are stoners. That's
Well,
what I
I'm
really
saying
feel like is
the
happening here.
platform that he was on, of course, bro. The platform he was on with the people that's gonna be watching is gonna make that look a certain way. That's why that dude that had that goddamn show telling him to the show was premised about getting off the weed because this had happened. And that's the problem that I had. Because of how the show was postured, right? The things he was saying are not exclusive to just weed only. Because you was on the show about not smoking no more and how your brain can be better if you don't, which I'm not arguing with none of that. That's cool. But let's just show the shit that's exclusive to weed, not the shit that's just exclusive to your fucking personality and who you are. I ain't never seen weed say, exactly. It strengthens the stereotype. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's all I mean. I'm not saying I agree with you. All those things are subjective. That's the problem that I have with it. They are subjective, and he's making it seem like stoners do this. You know what I'm saying? That's the only problem. That'd be the only problem that I got. Okay. You ready to read, buddy? Huh? You ready? You fucking ready, man?
Yeah, man. Let's see what we got here, buddy.
Boom. Oh, well. The title is On Tap THC.
On Tap.
Redefine the bar experience. By Righteous. I'm playing it. Well, not by him.
Let's see, man. Move over craft beer. There's a new drink flowing from barroom taps. Hemp-derived THC-infused beverages. Once limited to cans and bottles, are making their way to on-tap lines in states like South Carolina, Wisconsin, and Minnesota, offering a novel alternative to alcohol. Although many states have passed laws restricting hemp-derived THC beverages, others allow them at liquor stores as well as establishments like bars and restaurants. The availability of the cannabis beverages on tap, such as those from looks like Pharaoh's brand, blends the familiarity of a bar experience with the growing demand for non-alcoholic alternatives. With a 5 milligram dose of hemp-derived THC in every pour, Pharaoh's drinks provide a mild, approachable way for consumers to relax and connect without the effects of alcohol. Taverns is an opportunity to fill an unused tap line and attract a new wave of curious consumers. For now, Pharaoh's is only selling its kegs in Wisconsin and does not have plans to expand the kegs elsewhere. We want to launch the kegs in a place where filling up to the bar is such a cultural part of their experience, and to make some a cannabis-infused beverage is an option, said Mary Bermuth, co-founder and president of Pharaoh's brand. We felt strongly that Wisconsin is the beer capital of the country. All the big beer companies are there, produced in partnership with South Carolina-based Upstate Beverages Consultants. The kegs are a treatment to the growing interest in cannabis as a social alternative to alcohol.
But it got alcohol in it, don't it?
I don't think so. I think these are just hemp products. I don't think it's hemp-infused alcohol.
Okay, I got a question just as a general statement, which thank God it's not infusing alcohol. When they say hemp-derived THC, what the fuck does that even mean? I don't know what that mean no more. Does that mean, cause look, bro, I be so confused by this shit. Hemp-derived THC, does that mean, because when I heard hemp, don't get you high, but I heard hemp-derived, which means derivative of, we're getting hemp from the THC. So how do you get hemp from the THC? Because I always understood it to be two different things. I don't even understand that nomenclature. Is what I'm saying.
Nah, I think that THC is in hemp just in lower amounts than it is in traditional cannabis plants. But what they're doing is they're going in there and they synthesizing it. We learned about this word last week, y'all. Synthesizing. Yeah, what I think they're really doing, man, is they just extracting that shit out. And when you got an extraction, if you get it as clean as possible, well, now you at 100% THC, and you can delve that shit out as you need to. Because now you no longer are dealing with
So instead of
plant
one
material.
plant with 1% THC, it would be like taking 100 hemp plants to get what's in one actual weed plant, if you will.
Now, I don't know.
I know you don't know the numbers.
Yeah, I don't know the exact number, but I mean, it could be 1-to-1 technically. Because, hey, when you got one THC plant, hey, you probably just going to burn that plant. Or, hey, you might press it in the rosin, right? But you're not starting off with something that's 100%. Because you more than likely
if I got one hemp plant and one, if I got CC, and then I grew some shit that was 100% hemp and smoked it, the high's gonna be different. It would probably take 100 of them plants to get the one effect of CC because the THC is so low. That's what I meant.
Yeah, until you extract it.
Even extracting it, because not that much of it is available in the plant to begin with. So I would feel like it took more. If I only got 1% available of THC in this plant, and I got fucking 23% available of THC in this other plant, well, this is gonna take a lot less of the other plant. So it would seem like it would just take more, is all I was saying. Many more plants. Kind of like how you can grow a pound with one plant, but you can also grow a pound with fucking 20 plants. It's low grade with additives. Yeah, that's what that is. Stop the BS. Ugh.
Yeah, I can't say because I don't really know.
I don't either. That's what I was just at. I was proposing and shit. I didn't know. That's why I started off with this shit be confusing me with the nomenclature, bro. It's just like
I think it's just. I think that's the thing. Yeah, that shit definitely gonna have. I think the shit will definitely have lower THC, right? But I think if you extract the THC out of it, it's gonna be 100% THC, so it's purer, right? Now I think you could do the same thing with regular cannabis for sure. I just think you'll probably get a lot less of it with a hemp-derived plant. I don't know.
Why would you get less THC from a THC plant than a hemp plant?
I just said you would get less from a hemp-derived plant.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I feel like. They add terpenes and cannabinoids to make it decent. Ew. Blah. Blah. No one. I wouldn't say no one wants that. Somebody wants it. Just not us.
My only thing is, how is it that you don't pop dirty for THC, even if it's hemp derived? To me, that would mean if you ain't popping dirty, that would mean it's not even really THC.
Yeah, that's why the shit confused me like that, because that's the part I don't understand. That part right there is what I don't understand.
You know the life says 13% Afghan will fuck you up.
Hey, we had that. I posed that question the other day. I actually posed that. I'm glad you said that, Anu. So, if 13% Afghan will fuck you up, why do we be looking at the percentages then? If it's 13% shit out there that'll fuck you up, is that something that's just exclusive to Afghan or exclusive to certain strains, or like? Cause that's a real question for me. Like, if that shit is true, and I have no reason to believe you or not believe you either or. I'm just looking at your statement. If that's how you feel and that's true, why the fuck you think they be putting them numbers on there like that? If we do got 13% shit out there, I ask you that shit too, Righteous. But we just be trying to look at certain shit. Like I was looking at a post, dog. I forgot what the post was on. You know what's popular now is nigga, you'll make a comment and nigga look at your, he'll go to your comment and then look at your post and look at what you doing. He was like, this dude was just saying like, that's no real fire. I actually grow real fire. And dude was like, nigga, you look at your page don't even look like you got no real fire. And I'm like, bro, that's one of the misconceptions. Like niggas shot with their eyes at this point. They shot, it's like data. They shot with their eyes and data. You know what I'm saying? It's like drinking, you feel drunk as fuck. We didn't care about percentage until the store came in. I see that's kind of what I'm leading to. That's actually kind of what I'm leading to. I don't even feel like that's a straight good thing that we like or like that now. Like I don't feel like that's beneficial. I feel like it's beneficial to them, not us. You know what I mean? Do you still think it's 13% shit out there to fuck you up?
No. Absolutely not. Sure don't. And you know I don't.
It's true and it tastes great too. I don't know. Yeah, that sounds like a commercial. It's true and it tastes great too. I don't know. Because again, like Andrew said, I don't know about none of this shit until the numbers came in. I don't shop by numbers, but I am super guilty as once the internet came in to shopping by how shit look. I'm guilty of that. That's why a lot of the shit that I bred look a certain way, because that's really what I was wanting, was like a look. That was like one of the main things I was breeding for, was a look, like for real. Now that's not good in my opinion. Like that's just that's good for if you finna make some shit that you want niggas to sell, right? But if you making some shit to smoke, how the shit look should be one of the last boxes to be checked. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, because you really just judging off how the shit smoking, how it grow. Because sometimes shit can grow great and not look that good, right? So I think once the internet came into play, predominant, like once the shit like really stopped being like chat rooms and shit and got into like Instagram and more, you know, social like that. I think because you can't smoke weed, you just can only look at it. You know what I'm saying? So like people oftentimes equate how something look with how good it is. Like if you look at the steak on TV, oh look at this steak, it's cooked. Oh my god, you can't eat the steak, so the cook might actually cook that steak like shit. But we don't. Like weed mainly put so much other shit into perspective that we are sold, and we really haven't, the how it look ain't really got much of an indication as how it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? That's why they use like fake food on ads and shit.
Sure, man. Man, all I'm saying is this, man. Don't give me nothing less than 20%. Let's just keep it moving. That's how I'm running this program. So I'm running these lungs over here. Give me nothing less than 20%, man. Because it's definitely levels to the trees, man. Definitely.
Oh yeah, I definitely think that what you saying is true, but I also think
hey man, I think that if you take some shit 16% and you line it up to something that's 27% from your local grocer's freezer, you definitely gonna be able to be like, yeah, there's a difference here. I think there's a lot of other variables that comes down to the enjoyability of the THC as well too. Like if your shit burning all rough and fucked up, but it's 27%, hey man, I'm not gonna really like that. Tastes like motherfucking ash and ass. No, I don't really like that. So I think there's also other variables, but I think if everything else is even, Shit was motherfucking dry right, pure right. Man, give me the shit. Just 27 over shit. Just 16 every day of the week.
Completely depends on what that shit is. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, for me, I see your standpoint. I get it. A lot of people shop like that. It ain't even wrong because on average, you would be more than likely right. You know what I'm saying? But for me, yeah, I gotta shop by what the fuck it is. I need to know what it is. And I will keep looking at something until I can get to a parent of something that I'm familiar with, right? Like, for example, sci-fi. I need something strong like Star Killer. I don't know what the fuck Star Killer is, but I will look at the parents of Star Killer, or I will look at what Star Killer actually is and be like, okay, that's Kim Dog and fucking Granddaddy Perk. Okay, I might want to fuck with that. But if Star Killer is strong as a motherfucker, and that shit is some shit I don't like, it's motherfucking Kim Dog and motherfucking Blue Dream, and I got a choice between that and something that's 17% that I like. Hey man, give me that 17% shit I like, because I am not gonna. That's where the other factors come into play, like you say, for me, because I'm not gonna enjoy smoking anything with Blue Dream in it. Unfortunately, I haven't started to look at the terpene percentage because I need to, because I like how shit tastes. OG Sour and Crip is 22%. Star Killer's rare. I feel like I heard that. Maybe I'm thinking about Star Dog. Probably thinking about Star Dog.
Man, Django, I'm gonna tell you some real shit, man. I've asked the bud tenders, man. Them motherfuckers don't always be knowing. You know what I'm saying? They don't always be knowing. Like, sometimes them motherfuckers just be going off of what they be hearing. And that's the thing that's fucked up about that shit. Like, in the dispensary, some shit could be frosty as fuck and trash. You know what I'm saying? But it's very rare that some shit look plain as hell and it's fire. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's just from my experience. But I done seen some bud tenders that'll lead you to some shit and be like, you know what, man? I like this shit right here. And then you start digging a little bit and trying to figure out why they like what they like. And they be like, yeah, man, because this one's grown organically. Earthworm juice. They just use teas. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's why you like it better? Yeah, I like it better because, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck their weird ass reason is. I want to know what's smoking in this motherfucker. Where is the fire? You could have grew this shit with frog butts. Where's the fire, man?
That'd be subjective. That's why I always keep a record of strains I like. Because, hey, again, that Blue Dream Cross might be the fire to them niggas in the store. But, man, I don't like it. Or it's like getting a burger with pickles and you hate pickles, or onions and you hate onions. They be like, oh, that's the best part, man. It's like, yeah, but I don't like onions. So that's how I look at the shit. Could be the best burger in the world. I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, get my shit without onions.
Hey, man, and that's why I was saying, you know, I like my shit minimum 20%. I felt like I enjoyed the BC Bud era, but I felt like when them OGs really started coming around strong, I felt like that was like one of the best eras. That and the cookie era, because I feel like all that shit was kind of like that was the era right after it. But everything in those eras was right where it needed to be.
Unfortunately, though, if you put all of that shit he just said, if you take that OG Sour and Crippy, that's 21%, right? We'll just take the bottom shit, 21%. How that shit look, and you put it next to the shit, let's say 30%, with all of them fucking frost crystals, that 31% shit is still gonna sell better, which is why that shit ain't around.
Yeah, man. I think a lot of that shit is hit. I think a lot of that shit is hit or miss. Some of it do look good enough, some of it don't. So that's why I said, man, a lot of that shit.
I just been on habit.
For me, I'm looking at the baseline. Like I've said many a times, hey, 20% on up. Now let me actually look at this shit. If I can, let me smell this shit. And, hey, man, I feel like that's enough to make a decision. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, we only got one dispensary that allow you to like actually smell. Like at all our dispensaries, like 97% of them, it ain't really no smelling. And most of the shit is prepackaged in like a large percentage of our dispensaries here, so it ain't down. It's only like really like one dispensary that do like deli style. Most of that shit is actually packaged, and again, they sell it on the internet. So it's like if you want to see what the actual weed look like, you really gotta actually go to the website, and that's just probably because we knew or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff what I mentioned was green. Now they won't color. It still looked good in the bag. The cookie era was cool, but damn expensive too. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's just like I said. It's just because of in my opinion, only the shit that look good, nigga, is gonna stop when you scrolling on your screen, man. Is what's gonna stop your shit. And shit is so fucking big on the internet now. A lot of this shit don't stand a chance, especially the niggas that haven't smoked it. Like if we come from our perspective, yeah, man, we smoked it, so we know what it is. But to another motherfucker that gotta try this or that, ain't gonna never pick that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no memory for that shit. And that shit is like 22%, and this shit 29. Yeah, I'm cool. I ain't just talking about us, cause like I be looking at it from like a larger perspective too. It's sad. That's why a lot of times that spray pack shit be winning too, cause of how that fucking dumb shit be looking. Nah, a lot of people don't know the difference between medical cannabis and wine tasting strains. What about you, Righteous? Do you know the difference between medical cannabis and wine tasting strains?
Yeah, me myself, I would say, man, and it's just my opinion. I feel like, and it's gonna be a controversial take, man, but I feel like I know the difference. I feel like I would say I know the difference, but what I will also say is because of the polyhybridization. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's what kind of moved us away from actual medical strains, specific medical strains, you know what I mean? And I feel like things like that, they have their benefits, but they also have, you know what I'm saying, their cons as well, you know what I mean? And I feel like you can't have, and I feel like that's the pinnacle, is having a wine tasting strain that actually has the medical beneficial effects. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've actually had people and shit, they've come on this show and talked about, you know what I'm saying, how they was able to gain, you know what I'm saying, medical benefits from certain things, certain strains that I had created, you know what I'm saying? And to me, that shit is always dope, you know what I'm saying? And the shit tastes good.
So what I was gonna ask you is, would a strain that's a wine tasting strain that makes you want to eat, would that have medical benefits?
I mean, shit, if you having issues eating,
exactly. So
yeah.
That's why I said
that's the pinnacle. That's why I said that's the pinnacle of having both all in one.
I think a lot of times, though, to me, when people say medical strains, and I'm not saying you necessarily, common people, when they say medical strains, they equate medical to mean strength, right? And a lot of times, there are weeds that have a lot of medicinal value that don't get you high.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I damn sure don't subscribe to that, and I know you prefaced your comment to begin with, but I definitely don't feel that way. I feel like medicinal benefits have to do with the upliftment of one's mind, body, or soul. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like the medical have to do with. So some shit might just change your whole fucking mood. Like, are you happy? Did the shit help you eat? Oh, this shit help you with headaches and cramps. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this shit right here do X, Y, and Z for you. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Well, why is alcohol not considered medicinal if it's somebody that can say, shit, when I drink, I'm in a much better mood. It uplifts me.
I think because the damage outweighs the benefit. And I think that alcohol can be considered and was in the past considered medical. So, I mean, you can go as deep on that as you want. You know what I'm saying?
Why I asked, would you
Niggas used to
consider
get alcohol prescriptions.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying, from the doctor.
Exactly. So that was my point that I was getting, that I was alluding to. A lot of this shit, when they say medical benefits, when you get off into it, and I'm not here to tell anybody to stay right or wrong, because I'm not in nobody's body. But when people start saying stuff like, yeah, it helps my mood, or uplifts my feeling, or it make me eat, what I'm saying is a lot of bad shit to make us do that too. So is it just the fact that the benefits outweigh the negative? Is why we look at it like that? Maybe, I don't even know. This shit, I'm just high and talking now. I just thought about that. I'm like, well, damn. Shit, I know motherfuckers. A lot of alcoholics that say they can't do this shit unless I got this. Nigga, when I got this shit, everything cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm much happier when I got this shit. I'm a social person. I got a homeboy, bro. When he drink, that nigga social as a motherfucker. Go out. He ain't no recluse, nothing like that. But man, when he don't drink, man, that nigga's in the house. He ain't going nowhere. He don't want to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to try. And he smoke weed too. Weed don't do him like that. You know what I'm saying? Weed don't make him want to like, fuck, I'm gonna go do something. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that alcohol made him step outside his body, and now he's not a recluse no more. But the side effects are way more worse. You might want to be a recluse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it do. But guess what? Yeah, but guess what, Django? Alcohol is a drug to me. Fucks up your whole body for real, from your brain to your toes. And I know a lot of y'all don't take medicine. Thank God y'all don't. But if you get a condition and you do, what you will find is, man, all this medicine that we get give us a side effect too. And some of the side effects be so fucked up. Hey, you end up with 2 new hips. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just crazy how I was just thinking about what people call, medicinal shit. I already, niggas just ain't talking. I'm not no argument for and against it. Just saying, I'm not trying to say go drink. I'm just high and talking. Having no for or against it. Sci-Fi says, when I say meaning CBD and THC to prove medical issues, not for the taste buds, it goes even for as herbs. Yeah, I for the most part I agree with you. But that's a whole nother problem that I be having with today's society. Man, motherfuckers make up what they want shit to mean and expect other people to know what shit means. Never mind the fucking actual meaning of the word. They'll just make the shit mean what they want it to mean. A lot of motherfuckers do that. And that's why I was telling somebody they're gonna eventually succeed in rewriting history when they get to a point in a few more years where it ain't many books at all. And the motherfucker, when they get people to condition to just clicking the internet and not even looking in the book or checking shit, that's when history will be rewritten. Nazis would be the good people and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they doing it right now. That's what I'm saying. We in the middle of it. You already know. Once we did and gone, man, that shit gonna be on and popping. And these cats ain't listening to the elders no more, so they don't even give a fuck about history. So they don't even care really what we saying at this point. You'll tell a nigga something. He'll ask you a question. You'll tell a nigga something, and he'll rather ask fucking AI, the Google machine. That's the crazy part. Motherfucker be like, I do this. Yeah, I do. I did about 2 or 3 of them. This is how you do it. As soon as you tell them, then I go ask Google. It's like, bro, why don't you just ask Google in the fucking beginning? They getting people conditioned and not even talk to people and shit. But that's on some other shit. That's how I think about that shit, bro. For real, for real. This a lot of shit. Now this is a true just stoned is streaming. My mind is, hey, that gastropop might not be too bad at all, y'all. I told y'all. Cool weed. We done been here a little bit though. We working into an hour and a half though, so AI is gonna fuse with humans. I believe that. Cause hey man, nobody wants to die, and everybody wants to stay here as long as they can, and everybody wants to go back to their best memory or a good place or whatever. So, to me, when they offer you that, not you as in me and you, because I don't know if it'll happen in our lifetime, but when a motherfucker's sick and fucked up in the hospital, and they say, yeah, you can go home if we just throw this fucking robotic left side on you, you cool. Oh, we got to go into your brain and put the neural system in there, but other than that, man, you cool. Man, it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be like, fuck that, I want to go home. Yeah, do that shit. I don't want to be a vegetable. And then it'll be the rich that just don't want to die, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I want to stay here and spend my money. So they're like, yeah, nigga, fuse me. That mean I can get an extra 30 years? An extra 100 years? Yeah, fuse me up. And I'm rich? All right, cool. That's what I think.
That's the thing, though, man. You got to read the fine print on that kind of shit, man, because, hey, man, if there's ever a world war, we'll be able to use your body as cannon fodder, okay? You have to go on the front line. We put all of our transhumans on the front lines, okay?
Man, I think niggas will still say yeah, because they're about to die without this cyborg shit anyway. So if I get the cyborg shit and I just got to get another year or two, fuck it.
Hell yeah, I can see that shit. Especially a nigga like yourself. You'd be like, yeah, I'll just treat this shit like a motherfucking Helldivers 2 and you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker got the max score right now.
Spiritually, I'd be asking myself that question. Spiritually, I don't want to say no because I don't want to get nothing in my soul, right? So I have to just.
Your soul's not your brain, silly. Load them up.
I would have to
load that nigga up.
But, when you be on the deathbed I don't even know how I feel to be on your deathbed. I just know how I feel to be in a lot of pain. And man, niggas will do and take some wild shit under pain constraints. So I would like to say that I wouldn't, and I would say that I would, but I'm not 100% at all. You know what I'm saying? What shit, depending on how much fucking pain I was in, probably the fuck I had, going through my head, pain, that pain's something else, man. I done had a few surgeries, bro. Pain is a motherfucker. Like, fuck it. Whatever, man. Just make this shit stop. So, but I think that's how they gonna get you. Through the hospitals, nigga. Then the uber rich, and then it'll get normal. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised niggas ain't got pet robots yet.
Then they do, it's called a cell phone.
No, I mean an actual robot. So my cell phone don't move around and do shit.
Man, they can.
My cell phone cannot.
Motherfuckers move you all across the globe, man. You can put a whole virtual machine on your damn cell phone and be somewhere completely different.
Unless I can live there, which I can't. Still gotta eat and shit here. It can't move. Yeah, they got a robotic dog. I seen that. I was wondering when it was gonna be more prevalent. I seen the couple listings for that shit. I always look to see when shit like that get real common, to where like, oh man, I seen a robot dog in my neighborhood the other day. So where, when shit start getting cheap enough to where normal niggas can afford it, that's when shit start taking over. Like, For example, I be looking at that Waymo shit like that. We don't got that shit here. But when I seen y'all had that shit there, oh man, I knew it would only be a matter of time before it get here. And it ain't here yet, but it was just like Uber. We didn't have Uber, and y'all did. Y'all was talking about it.
Man, that shit prevalent. That shit prevalent out here too, man.
That's what I'm saying. They walk around ATL, police, robot, dog. See, and that's what I'm saying. When the average nigga be like, yeah, nigga, here go my dog Fido, nigga. I got that nigga blinged up, nigga, with titanium and shit. This nigga can, like, when they get common, like how they like cell phones and like computers, like I build like when they get like that, man, it's gonna be a wrap. I know they introduced that shit with the robotic vacuum cleaner. Now them motherfuckers hella cheap. They don't work right and shit, but they hella cheap. The cheap ones don't work right anymore. But they hella cheap, and now motherfuckers that's poor can afford them, right? A robotic dog with a Glock switch on it. Yeah, see shit like that. Nigga be like, yeah, nigga, I got my dog with a switch. Then nigga dog mouth. Yeah, nigga, my motherfucking dog malfunction last night. Shit. I do know what's coming. That's why I be asking. That's why I'm so, cause see, being in the middle of the country, we always get shit last. St. Louis niggas hate to admit that shit, but that's why they call us, part of the reason they call us country, because we so late to the party. Because the shit come in from the coast and filter in. So like, I always gauge what other niggas got before we get it as a on the small side. Macro speaking, I judge when shit becomes affordable as to when everybody gonna have it. So like, you know, at one point in time, motherfuckers didn't have cell phones because they couldn't afford them. Now, nigga, everybody got it. Now it's dumb if you ain't got one. So I feel like it'll be like that with the robot shit. In a minute, oh man, what the fuck you doing? You ain't got no robot dog, nigga. You still got a human dog, nigga? Oh man, this nigga living in the 2000s.
On the next episode of Stone and Streaming, robot dog attacks owner with Glock switch.
That would be funny as shit. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. All right, man. I ain't got nothing else for the people, man. We didn't held on to them for an hour and a half this time.
Hell yeah, man. I'm hoping everybody have a good, safe week. Shit, man. And yeah, man. Everybody be safe out there, man. I think that's the biggest piece I could give to anybody. Biggest piece of advice, you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Protect your motherfucking neck.
For sure, and watch out for those dogs with the Glock switches, because I would love to see y'all back next week.
Hell yeah, man. It's been another beautiful episode of Stone and Streaming. It is your boy, Righteous Ain't Playing.
And this is Chosen, man. We shall see y'all next week.
YG Productions.
All these hundreds and this bitch is gone. Tommy gun, 100 bun, it's gone. Hope you brought your umbrella, it's gone. And we gone, cause it's gone. All these hundreds and this bitch is gone. Tommy gun, 100 bun, it's gone. Hope you brought your umbrella, it's gone. And we gone, cause it's gone. All these hundreds and this bitch is gone. Tommy gun, 100 bun, it's gone. Hope you brought your umbrella, it's gone. And we gone, cause it's gone. Rain, 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 rain. Every time you see the boy, got a brand new strain. And the shit so Waco. Flame, 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 flame. Put your ass in a ditch. Saddam El Hussein. You did 2 things that a nigga know. Pot the beans, let the shit grow. Green light, that mean go. That mean go. 2 things things that a nigga know. Pot the beans, let the shit grow. Green like that mean go. That mean go. That mango. That mango. Beat the game. Cheddar lingo. Nigga, how far would a green take you? As far as you go. That mango. That mango. Beat the game. Cheddar lingo. Nigga, how far would a green take you? As far as you go. It ain't no game. It ain't no game. All of these niggas, they looking for game. Line in they pockets, they flooding they pockets, they lining they pockets with all of this change. Shit ain't no game, shit ain't no game. All of these niggas, they do it for game. But one thing won't change, it will remain the same. None of these niggas will ever reign. All these hundreds in this bitch is gone. Tommy gun, honey bun, it's gone. Hope you brought your umbrella, it's gone. And we gon' cause it's gon'